Hello. Welcome. I was very lazy and I was lying in bed watching anime and I thought, you know what? No, I should stream. I need the distraction from my other distractions. And I noticed that Strange Antiquities came out. I played Strange, was it Horticulture? I played that on stream ages ago and I enjoyed that. That was fun, that was cool. So I thought maybe the sequel even better. I hope it's even better. If it's also just the same, then that's also good enough. So I'm gonna give that a go. I'm in the mood for something a little teensy bit puzzly and interesting. I think in the last game it got an ending that might be considered the bad ending, so I'm guessing we're gonna get another bad ending in this one, but that is more realistic, right? The bad ending is the realism ending. Sorry, I had a quick cough. Let me drink some water. Maybe I should have muted for that as well. Oh, hang on, let me make my thumbnail. Man, I'm the laziest thumbnail maker ever. Thumbnail. Okay. Because it doesn't matter, right? It's just my it's just my VOD on YouTube. So who gives a shit? I apparently don't. I think the person who watches my VODs the most is me because I'm comparing various audio settings. So I'm like, okay, what does yesterday's stream compare to this one last week? And I remember I changed that one setting. What is the difference? I listen to the one, listen to the other one. Because I swear it sounds different than the actual video file that I have on disk. It doesn't sound different, but I swear it sounds different. But it shouldn't, but it feels like it does. And then I listen to it on my speakers and I think, this sounds quite good. And then I listen to it on something else and it sounds like shit. Hey, Walrus. 37 months. Welcome, empty husk of a once happy man. Oh man, I'm guessing it's been a rough week. If it makes you feel any better, my week is spectacularly shit as well, so we can, I was gonna say drown our sorrows together, but I'm drinking water. And drowning people do in water is a bit different than if I had a beer or something. But hopefully, the rest of the week goes better. We are approaching the weekend, as if that makes a difference. But yeah, thanks so much, man. Hope things improve. I've stopped believing things improve. But that's for me. I can still have hope for other people. And I am such a fucking depressed, grumpy man at the moment. That's why I'm streaming. I feel I need to fake a little bit of cheerfulness into my life. Why did they release something the busiest period possible to have time to play? Maybe that's a good thing. At least it means you have something to look forward to in the moments when you might have a little bit of time. Maybe. Do people say skong for Silk Song? I don't know how I feel about that. Like King Skong. That sounds like King Kong with theirs. Skong. But hopefully things chill out a bit, or is it going to be busy for the foreseeable future? At least You know, when I look online and I see what's happening everywhere else, at least it's not just me or us having an absolute shit time. It does seem like it's most people. So yay, we're in the in-group. Everybody's life sucks. Yeah. Oh, I'm pushing my one arm into the air. Man, one day I should get some 3D model with like arm tracking. Start calling it that on Reddit. Interesting. Like most words that originate on Reddit, I don't like it. But I probably wouldn't like the game either, so maybe it's a good name. But one day I am gonna play Silk Song. One day when I have some spare emotions, I feel like I'm gonna play Silk Song and I'm gonna fail at some big jump platform sequence 3 times, and then I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna end stream. And then I'm gonna have to delete the VOD and act like it never happened. So we don't do that. We'll rather play a little game where I'm guessing I'm gonna click on a bunch of stuff. And pause that music. Oh, the game doesn't have music. Oh, why do I suddenly have this cough? Let's see. How do you pronounce this word? Is it thaumaturge? I don't actually know. It's not a word I use in everyday conversation. As the thaumaturged apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Cute little wooden guy. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. When they said harmful and harmless, I thought they were going to say potent and impotent, but then I realized, no, that's a different kind of potent. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, strange antiquities in my hands. What I did realize today is I do not know how to spell antiquities. I had to spell check a bunch of times. Only this game isn't the best experience if you can't play frequently. Next time I play, I'll be so rusty, I'll probably waste 3 hours on relearning. Maybe. Or maybe. Yeah, maybe. Right, that sounds like you have to build up the muscle memory, right? As long as you have fun. Well, maybe it's a good idea then to just let it chill for a bit. But the longer you let it chill, I think you should just play when you can and have fun when you can, right? Take it at your own pace. If you struggle a bit more, that's fine. Playing a little bit's probably better than not playing at all. Hey, Shrek, welcome. Number 2. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with the terrible certainty that could not be stopped. Ooh. Oh no, ravens. I almost said, oh no, crows, and then I checked. I'm still not exactly sure. Like, I would have looked at this picture and I would have thought this was a crow. Don't ravens have, like, this little fluffy bit on the beak? Or does it have to do with the feathers as well? All I know is ravens are a little bit more goth than crows. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh man. Oh man. Ta-da! I fixed it. Yay. Just use your imagination, right? You don't have to see. You can just listen to me talk and describe. Wow. Ravens. If it wasn't obvious, I rushed the setup for this just before stream because I wasn't sure if I was going to. So in the seconds before I clicked start stream, I just quickly added it as a source. I didn't change the setting correctly. But I thought I checked. Maybe it sort of worked until I clicked start and then it stopped working. Because I usually check whether things animate. But fine. Okay, here we are. And we have pictures. I was kind of suspicious, sure those birds were somewhere here. They probably are. Wonder what happened to those 2 crows or ravens that sat outside in the tree by my window. Or the bush. It's not really a tree, it's more of a bush. Oh, I didn't read this. Oops. I got distracted by my incompetence. Day 1, Thursday. I hope things aren't too timed. It's a cat. I can pet the cat. Pet the kitty. Purr, purr, purr. Okay, so what's going on here? I have things. Oh. I can... I don't know if there's a tutorial. I don't wanna... I do wanna click on everything, but I don't wanna... Oh, cool, I can... Like, I want to discover stuff, but I don't want to accidentally... Oh, shit. Got sick 2 days ago, so I'm running on fumes. I was gonna say, maybe... I hope you get sick enough that you can't work, but it's just good enough that you can play Silk Song, but I don't think that's how it works. I think if you feel well enough to play Silk Song, you're probably gonna have to work. And if you don't, you're gonna get too far behind. But man, I hope things chill out a little bit. Let's just follow what they say we should do. We'll investigate everything else later and whatever. Oh, a fly just flew into my face. Eli White. Oh, I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass. I must leave at once. Leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Oh, fuck you too. Eli White. Make use of my reference materials here. Take this. The art's a bit different than the first one. There's an index in the back that are useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. There are circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. Guess what we're doing? Safest not to touch anything at all. So why does he just close the shop? Never sick enough to stop working? Oof, until one day you get sick enough to stop working. Okay, he's going to be back in a few days. Strange Artifacts. A Guide to Occult Objects. T.S. Gill. Okay, there's a lot of things. much. I'm guessing we're just gonna... It's a sextrum. Checks against insanity. Oh, okay. Pretty sure that women are too sick to live. I feel like there's a point, like an area between dead and able to work, where a human can still survive for a while. Oh man, I think this is gonna be a tougher game than I expected, but okay. I love all these little things. Ooh, candles. Candle in the wind. I'm guessing there's something that needs a candle. Candlelight to activate or something. Maybe one of the artifacts. I don't know how I feel about the me moving sideways having such an effect on the physics in this world. Do I move so quickly that the wind blows all these things around? It's a red line I'm yet to discover. I do hope you don't. Oh. Withered flesh. Okay, I'm gonna not click on like things like that because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, the thaumaturge or taumaturge. I don't know if it's a th or a t. Collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects with a capital O to show how powerful they are. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. Ooh, he's a stern master. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. Reserved for his cat, huh? Yeah. If you have a work laptop, you can bring it with you to the toilet. Okay, let's just click the bell and see what happens. Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. That's me, Thomas Pope. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. It's a weird way to introduce yourself, but okay. I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. That looks like a hunter's boon to me. Oh, hang on, do I check out my book? Hunter's boon. Hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. Okay, I don't think it's the little statue. Okay. I wish this book had like a better place. Maybe this looks like the fang of a smooth with hard ridges. It smells and sounds like nothing. Gives sensation of power. I'm guessing that's a hunter spoon, right? What else over here looks like it was made from predators? Right, this just looks like this could be any kind of bone. This could be chicken bone. A soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. There's an evil quality to it, okay. Can we even get it wrong? Yeah, I still haven't won that lottery. It's very sad. I was really hoping I was going to win it this week. I won nothing this week, not even a £2 or a £3. I won nothing. It's very disappointing. Hunter's Bone. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. Upon closer inspection, gives sensation of power, okay? Book content. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentimental feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling, okay? Sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. The form of the items themselves often have connection to either the moon or the night. Oh, I got an achievement for handling my first customer. Can I put my book? I wish the book was just a fixed button that you can just click and not an item you have to go find and right click. Because it's such a... Haha. Got it marked off. So what did we add? We added something to this book. Was it like Moonheart or something? Was it the Selenic totem? Yeah, okay, it was this thing, okay. I very much love that it's not timed. It makes the game nice and chill. I like having the time to investigate. Now I'm looking at the time clock in the bottom right, and I think it moves with actions and not with time. Where's the Pope Man? Anything cheap nowadays? Employees. We scared the cat. I'm sorry. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dogs' deeds. I almost said seeds. Or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. I dislike that I have to right-click the book the entire time. shadow hold. A shadow hold or a shadic vessel. Man, this game, a lot of writing for the person who like put all the lore and things together. And viewers on Twitch probably cheap as well. I wonder, maybe there's some expensive bots that still work and count as viewers. Oh, who knows? I'm guessing the ones that constantly advertise in my chat, I'm guessing they're fairly cheap. I mean, they say they're cheap and the best, so who knows? Maybe it's the truth. Container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. Decorate with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Okay, so we need to look for that pattern. Is that right? Like a square thing with squiggles and it looks like cat ears. Doesn't look exactly. This doesn't look exactly like that. It's a little bit different, right? The ears are above the loops. Oh, the ears are above the loops. Oh, and there's 4 like gaps on the side. Okay, no, it is this, just rotated. Cork, clay. Markings have been carved in. Cork is spongy. Ooh, it's pungent. Nothing to remark. Oh, we like, okay, it's a bottle. There's a container of some kind. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. Sunbond is a small and lightweight design to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. Carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. How do I turn that page? There's an auto-labeling options in the settings if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. Oh, we don't sell them. Yeah, it's very chill music. I'm guessing the auto-labeling is just when you figure it out, right? Automatic label identified items. I'm just gonna say yeah. That seems convenient, then I don't have to go type it and go check the spelling. Oh, so it only types it when you identify it. So that was a shadow hold. Damn it. Is that a capital S? It is, but it looks weird. This was a hunter's boon. My typing sucks when I stream because I have a stream deck in front of my keyboard, so I'm sort of leaning over it. I'm not in my usual hand position. We'll have to see what the auto labeling does and make these labels match. You just reminded me of the Shadow Man copy pasta. The Shadow Man. Guessing these are going to be a little bit dangerous. I like that guy. Guessing maybe the weights go here. I know the weights probably go here, but why? So in the previous game, right, you could go on these expeditions, I think, to go find stuff. Or I wonder with this one, how's it gonna be? What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere? I think they mentioned Undermere in the first one. I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. Oh no, a letter for you. Thanks, Postman David. I do like the rain sounds, and I like that you can see the rain against the window. Rain against the window, one of the nicest things in the world. Right, dark, cloudy outside, rain against the window. Wonderful, chill. We discussed some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boat last night. Mr. Joe, I'm thinking that's a J. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but asked to take a look at them first. The man does like to burn things. Who doesn't? They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. From Charlie Weathers. I don't know who Charlie Weathers is. Do I put this in my... There was a drawer thing I clicked on earlier, I think. That sort of opened. Wasn't this one? Oh, it was this. But this didn't really... I mean, he didn't send me anything along with it. Or can I actually go places? Growing fiddy with him, I cannot let it take hold. That was just me clicking on the clock. Okay. What happens if I click on the... I only have the people, the archive, the clock. I don't know if I can go anywhere. Maybe at the end of the day I can like choose to go somewhere or whatever, and then we go to the boatyard. That's a loud ping. Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. It's an Ossic ring. It's probably going to be this thing that gives snake sounds. Ossic ring. Somewhat macabre. I don't know how to pronounce this actually. Is it, I don't think you say the R right. I don't think it's macabre. Is it just macabre? Macabre. Originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchen. but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They're hard to come across now, but they are originally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear the whatever's unearthly hiss when they hold an ossig ring up to their ear. Okay, yeah, we had the... This thing has the... We listen to it, right? We hear the hiss. I wonder what happens if I pick the wrong item. Let's just check out a few things. The fact they mentioned the hissing. It's probably this. I want to see whether that tag attaches to it automatically. Made of bone, it has a description. Macabre. Closer inspection confirms the hissing noise can be heard. Macabre. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. It was not as dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely. Okay, they're basically a pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw. Shit. Didn't read well enough. What did we? Why did this not? That identified. But it didn't oh, now it identified, okay. Is it this one? Stone item. Okay, and we're just gonna weigh it. Which, cool, we do have a pound. Don't have a lot of stone things. Macabre sounds like a fast food for gym bros. Or is you going to McDonald's and you get bread with noodles on it and... I don't know. What else is very carb? Oh, and some fries, of course. Edmund Bishop. Got a pope and a bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrying it mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talents into. And they'll kill if necessary. Dang, I don't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there. I'd like to know what. Okay. The voice of Kernonos? Oh man. Might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. And you're shopping like, oh, I want to buy this thing, and then the dude brings out his little guide to check all the things. Now, the name that was used to refer to any bronze torque. Okay, it's going to be that thing. Why do I know what a torque is? Probably from Diablo or something, I'm guessing. I don't know, some RPG where you get like this necklace thing. A skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are always hidden to us. Pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Wearing one over there. Kernonos wearing his torque. bronze. Uneven. No smells. I mean, this is the only... It's gotta be this. Identified. Spirit Eye. There's some who stray from Spirit Eyes, believing it to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear is nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. I mean, there's an eye. I don't see symbols. Oh. Okay, so that's not a time. I thought that was a time thing that was increasing. Why do only some people show up? What's wrong with the other guys? Are they not important enough? I'm a little bit confused. Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Glaston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. Wish I was a man of wealth and privilege. He's a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he's well loved by those who know him. Nice. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. Okay. Okay, Birdman. Pet the cat. Ooh. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Black Barrow. Okay. Don't know who that is. Oh. This is sort of following a path, but... like, I'm moving the mouse in the direction that this thing is going. My mouse is completely off the screen on my other monitor now. Ah, it's back. Okay, some shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Should I be keeping these things over here rather than my archive? Because this makes it seem like I am going to get a map, right? Go to the boatyard, go northwest. So I'm guessing this is going to turn into a map. Okay. Verona Green. Well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzling with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturgist left his apprentice in charge. Well, fuck you too, lady. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Okay, I'm sorry, lady. Don't ignore what I just said. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of the bed. Oh, now I feel even worse. These ravens have got under my skin. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Oh, she brought it back. Nice. Hermetic Symbology. Quentin Holmes. There's 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Man, I hope I'm saying this correctly. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Celestial, Selenic, Dradic. This just looks like some Harry Potter shit, doesn't it? That Elder One thing or whatever. Diurnal, Individual, Imbuements. Okay. Elements, materials, mundane elements, planetary metals, seasons, Wicca, which is all the symbols on this thing, I'm assuming. Some of them. I know that's the female symbol, but what does it mean when it's a square? Is it like a female robot? Is that what it means? Okay, we got the lady, the occult scholar, Verona Green. Blah, blah, blah. Ping. Tess Sherwood. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I get you, Tess. I know what that feels like. Maybe you should try streaming on Twitch. Become a VTuber. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Horned shackle. Horned shackle. Everything that looks like a shackle. Doesn't look like a shackle at all. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, okay. Bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. I want to overcome the personal demon of not winning the lottery. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Okay. So something with horns. And that owl sort of has horns. This guy's got antlers. That guy's got horns. That sort of maybe. That's got horns. Well, first is bone, but it's clay. Dark blue-green gemstone. Hot and somewhat rough. Doesn't smell. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Oh. Bronze. Smooth. No smells. Strong sense of being watched. I don't think it's this one. This part feels smooth. Oh, because people have been rubbing on these horns for so long. But the rest is rough. Horns are rubbed, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. every time I close... Every time I close this book, it makes this sound that sounds like a knocking noise really far away from me, and I feel like there's someone who just knocked something over in my room. I think it's this. Item has horns, closer inspect reveals. I mean, closer inspection, fine. Feels that the horns have been worn smooth. Oh yeah, it's not as fancy as the one in the book. Vesiger, I don't know how to pronounce it. Vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Oh, which is why we have the candle. I really like the core gameplay loop of this game in the previous one, where somebody comes with, like, here is the little problem thing, and then you have all the time in the world to, like, decipher the clues and figure out what's what. I like that. It's nice. Oh, it's Postman David. David Schaefer. At least the weather's looking a little better. Yeah, but no more rain. What have we got? I'm still a little bit confused about, like, all these things. Yeah, come to the farm, blah, 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 right? We're interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. It feels a little bit... like, I feel I've missed out on how do I go. Like, are they gonna... Oh. Oh. Whoops. We could have gone. Could have gone already. What's this? Let's take this out. Put it there. This is another one. I wish the guide, it sort of guided you to the map. This just looks like it goes in one of those, but let's not. Stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Thematic fields. All thematic objects produce a field of sorts, almost invisible naked eye, but can be observed by placing an object over a thematic lens. Over the lens. I mean, if I have something under this, it's under the lens, but okay. How did I grab the magnifying glass when earlier I didn't? Okay, hang on, so I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. We're in the same town as Strange Horticulture. it was also in Undermere. I was saying Undermere sounds familiar. Wait, was the owner of this shop a character in Strange Horticulture? Strange Antiquities, number 29. We're over here. Oh, fuck off. Number 29, and we're going to store a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. I mean, this is the only next door, right? The proprietor, Mrs. Cran, were begrudging grants me access cellar when I explained that I'm trying things next door. Take a lot of them out of here with you. I can't say no to Eli after all is done for me, but I don't like the thought of these unnaturals in my cellar. Ooh. Items discovered. Okay. Oh, now that I've done it, it's got a button. I still wish the book had a button as well. This one's a little hidden away, so you telling me if you didn't notice the drawer over here, you would have just failed? Okay, then we have this one. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Okay, so I'm guessing there's a jail maybe. Because where do you start off with, right? And then he ran northwest to the first building. Oh, the old jail? Is there a new jail? No, okay, that's probably the only jail. So 10, and then he ran northwest to the first building he got. Nice. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Man, I struggle to read things like this out loud. I feel like when I read out loud, I forget where I'm supposed to breathe. Like if I normally have a conversation with a person, I never go, oh, hang on, I'm out of breath, and then I stop and I breathe for a bit, and then I keep talking. But when I read through long sentences on stream, I sort of get over here, and then it's like, okay, I have no breath. Okay, then I keep going. But then I feel like that sounds so unnatural, and then I wonder, where does people who read things out loud, where do they breathe? Ooh. Nice. You can go right there next to those. Okay, you are going into you're going to the archive because you're done. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard. Okay. Guessing the boatyard's gonna be okay around there. It's faster, just check over here. The boatyard. Number 8. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Oh, I could just hover like this. It's a very different map than the previous game, right? Way more like an intentional go here, go there, go there. Yard has seen better days, a mess of broken and rotten timber. Covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats. Slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all of this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. You must be from strange antiquities, he says with a smile. It takes me into the dilapidated office. I don't know how I feel about the word dilapidated. I think I don't like it. Probably because I keep saying dilapidated and it's dilapidated. But still, it's a weird word. Like having the D and then the P, it's odd. Where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. Ew. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and puts them gently in my hands. Okay. Oh. I don't know how to look at the rest. Because if I click at all, this goes away. Sleep vessel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, if I click at all, left click or right click, it just leaves. There's an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I've no use for it, he says. I don't even know what it's for. Oh. Now this one, we're saying goes into the archive. I am interested to hear that my plough attended a strange big object yesterday come to the farm. John Royston. Royston Farm, ha. I guess there would be a surname attached. Royston Farm. John grins. I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. It's interesting that it's a game, just like the first one, right? It's a game where you run a shop, but how much money you have and how much money you make and how much money you spend, it's not of importance. What's of importance is the items, which is cool. Now let's hang him next to the bed. What else do we have down here? Can I just put this map back in the drawer? Still not sure about this one. Feel not fully understood despite him studying over the years. Arithmetic object is the field of sorts, although invisible to the naked eye, that can be observed by placing an object over a ophthalmic lens. And then on this one, we've got 3 open spots and we've got 1 spare tile, which I'm guessing it slots in any one of these. So I'm going to keep it over here. Nice. Okay, but let's have a quick look around. I'm guessing this does something. And then guessing we'll figure something out at some point with that. And the scale we can use for whatever object weighs a pound. Okay. Ping. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark. Unimportant business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. Does she want to stalk a dude? I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, but I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. I'm curious why she mentions edge of town, Clanbrook Road. Right. Moonheart. Moonheart. The only thing I dislike about the game so far is having to access the book like an item, and it not just being like a shortcut button. Moonheart. Oh. Oh no. We don't know what a moonheart is. Huh. That's odd, right? Is this something I've missed? I mean, that book had nothing. Is there something I've forgotten? That's odd, right? These are the only notes I have. Unless I'm supposed to quickly go run out. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road. In this? What happens if I just click? Ah. Oh shit. I did something wrong. I'm confused about this one now. This is the first item where we don't have a clue, and I've done. So nothing that says like comfort. Moonheart. Okay. So Selenic totem. Oh, it's the other word for moon heart. Okay, okay. Wait, we have had this then. Phew. Can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Oh, fuck. The books are a little bit annoying to handle. Selenic, Noctic. Okay, so we need these symbols on it. These symbols on it, it's got something with the moon as a shape, and it will give like a feeling when you hold it. Don't think so. I thought, oh, moon, but I don't think this is moon shaped. Why is there no taste? Yeah, imagine you see the dude trying to sell you something, right? Or he's trying to find the item you're searching for, and he tastes every item. Just a little lick. That would be mini funny. I don't see the symbols. Slight out of body feeling, no. And it just doesn't look like the thing you give your grandma to make her feel better. Unless it's hidden in here, but I don't have a key. Bronze wood. Markings. I'm guessing it's gonna be something that gives like a feeling when you have like inner perception. Just doesn't look like, I just don't see anything that sort of matches. Don't have anything that fits in there, do I? Crackling energy, nah. What feels lighter? Bronze, raised detailing. What feels lighter, but this doesn't really match. Yeah, the books. Is there shortcut keys maybe for shop navigation? No. The book's really annoying to navigate. I don't see this entire symbol on something. Oh, here's the symbols. I said potassium earlier. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, and how tightly recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay, maybe those symbols are just not on there at all. I mean, this thing has like a moon on it, but I don't think it's that. It doesn't look like a moon. I don't get any sort of feeling from it. No. Unless the owl, like moon, owl, maybe overcome by a warm, loving emotion, right? I'm guessing it's got a moon on it and the owl is a night creature. Yeah. Give her the cat, how dare you? Not giving our cat away. She gets the cat of the bird world. Which I see a owl as just a floaty cat. Yes. Carved totem, owl associated with night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Is that an H? Holgen Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. I'm guessing it's the hand thing. Okay, we still haven't gotten any new pages. Hang on, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back. Okay, it's gonna be a pretty short stream today. Probably just another, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or so. Ping. Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. What a bastard. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Oh shit. I need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, and my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion. Binding seed or Leia. Oh, it depends what kind of lesson we want to teach, right? So this is made of 2 distinct materials, representing the mentic and the wixic. The mind and the body. The winding path, the mind is described by the spiral encompassing the body, the seed. Binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. What was the other one? Oh, the other one was a... Oh, a Zaya. One about the neck to place them close to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia that can be difficult to remove. Ooh. I feel like out of the 2, I think this one's crueler, right? The other one's just gonna make a thief feel more guilty. Where this one's sort of cursed, they can't really take it off, and it gives fear and paranoia. Let's go for the binding seed. Binding seed sounds way worse. Unless this is actually worse, unless feelings of guilt and shame is worse than fear and paranoia, but the fact that the other one says it's hard to take off as well makes me feel like it's way more cursed. So it's like a maze kind of thing, a spirally maze. The mentic and the wixic. Binding seed sounds like a medieval way of saying child out of wedlock. Yeah, it sounds like baby trapped, right? Oh no, I got binded by the seed. I don't see something that looks like a maze. I think it's this. I hope I don't pick the one that I think is the least cruel, and then it ends up being pretty bad. Just give it one of our pot plants. Oh, it feels lighter. That doesn't sound right. Darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. See, I think this is the Zaya thing. So I think that's the negative one. I think they're both negative, to be honest, but this is probably the... I don't like how this makes me feel. Dark wood and stone. Right, it's got a spiral. I think the cursed fear and paranoia one is worse. Yeah. I hope so, otherwise we're gonna be responsible for some bad shit. 2 materials, wood and stone, features a spiral, yeah. Shield charm, generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effects. No Shadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not be able to abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Cool, thanks, lady. I hope she doesn't feel so guilty that she offs herself or something. I'm gonna feel bad, but then I feel like this one is probably just gonna make her go murder people. Hang on, they found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen it, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that were gonna give me nightmares. All black they were. Just like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a Libula to see us through safely. A Labubu. Man, I wish I didn't know what Labubu was. The Labubu purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a Libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology. Reassurance in times of upheaval and change. So change and wisdom. Didn't one of these make me feel better? Heart feels lighter, right? Offer reassurance. I don't think so. Oh fuck, it's not. Oh, am I supposed to go look for... I hate these books. They're so annoying to go through. Wisdom? What was the other one? Wisdom and change. Unless change isn't... Okay, but wisdom. It's like the little... Almost looks like a letter. Like an envelope with the top cut off, right? M with a line underneath. Like that. I don't know what the change is. Item bears symbol of wisdom. Oh, that was the only clue. Okay, that one's a little bit. Oof. What if it was like a wisdom curse? Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Oh, that's going to be unpleasant. End day. Let's see, we don't have anything new. Except this. I don't think I have a thematic lens. I think all I have is this, and I think this is just a... It's not a thematic lens, unless this is a thematic lens. Right? This thing. Because it's got that picture. Right? So, I can take an item and put it here. I don't see any of them like do anything. Unless my lens isn't working because I don't have all the bits. Probably. Okay. I forgot to pet the cat. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Ow. Pain. So why do I just... It looks like a key. The unlocky part of the key. I know that doesn't... what do you call it? The teeth part. Man, one thing I still wanted to talk about keys. I want to buy one of those beginner lockpicking sets. Because I've always been curious, how difficult is it actually to pick a lock? And if I just buy one or two lockpicks and one of those transparent locks and then just a normal shitty lock, will I be able to pick it on stream? And if I'm able to pick it on stream, is me poking at a hole with a tiny metal stick, is that going to be interesting to watch? This looks like a building, right? And we're going to that bit of the building. Right, any of these along the... It's not that one, is it? No, it's not. That one's got a little bit of an inlet thing like that one's got over there. Is it this one? No. Is it that? Is it the hospital? No, it's not the hospital either. There are no buildings on that side that's connected. It looks like this. I'm guessing it's like one of these streets where either this is flipped and the street is on this side, or it is this way around. there aren't many that has this bit. Right? We have that one. And that one. That sort of. That. There's one, but I feel like it's gotta be connected, right? Unless the road doesn't go like there. But that is part of the road. No, I don't think it is. If I wish I could rotate this card. I don't think it's that one, right? Because that just doesn't look like this. This has got this little bump on the end that doesn't. That's not a long enough road, that little bit. This just doesn't look like this. Is this the close? No, this not the closest. It has to be houses, right? What else would it be? It's a clue on the map. It has to be houses looking like this shape. We don't have anything hidden. Underneath, do we? How can I? Ah. Okay, no, there's nothing. It looks like that. Okay, fine. And I'm guessing these fold in, like these bits are the houses, because otherwise that wouldn't be highlighted, right? So it's not like negative space. The houses aren't outside the lines. I don't see it. I don't see it. Unless it doesn't match exactly. I think it's definitely the one I looked at earlier. Okay, let's go through and see which ones have. There's this one, which this road, this doesn't really look like. Oh wait, no, that's the gap that does that. It's not the building that does that. This looks almost like it, but not quite. It doesn't have the hump. It doesn't have the hump of that, but doesn't have that. That one's flipped and this looks wrong. Unless it is just this and it's flipped. I'm guessing it's just this and it's flipped vertically. No, it's not flipped vertically. It is this one. Okay, it is this one. So it's this. Oh, I don't even have to click on this exact house. It's there. Okay. I was looking at, I don't know, it looked weird to me. There's a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside, so I manage to work it loose. When it finally comes free, it shoots out in the hard ground, snaps open, revealing its long-hidden treasures. So we just snoop around town because we got a clue on a card and we just grab and steal things. Ooh. I think it had one extra attachment at the end that threw me off. But there's nothing on the card that said it was the entire thing, right? Portion. Okay, I've got everything again. I just need to figure out this, No, fuck. Brain exploded. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, the field thing. But I'm guessing maybe we'll get it when we get a specific artifact and we'll figure out how it works. Oh no, Francesca Robertson. You've got a scratch on the face. You must have petted someone's cat who didn't want to be petted. Good afternoon, morning. So I've extracted Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. What do they mean, of sorts? Someone who's a doctor wouldn't say, I'm a doctor of sorts. Have you heard of Mr. Hungerford? That sounds like a name for a cat. Seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. You're a doctor of sorts? What's worse, a doctor of sorts or sort of a doctor? Which one would... Oh, okay. Stone item weighs the same as... What was a heart? Truth is dramatic. Okay, so it's a stone item, it weighs 1 pound. I mean, the red paint, I feel, is extra. Stone. Rough and petted. Nothing to remark. Let's put this on the scale. Let's put this on the scale. Let me put 1 pound. It's not 1 pound. How about that guy? It's not 1 pound. How about that guy? Definitely not 1 pound. I mean, this is stone. No, lighter than 1 pound. Silver, black gemstone, and iron. Huge black gemstone. Don't have much made of stone, do we? Clay. This was bronze, wasn't it? These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. What do they mean, like more than a hair? I'm assuming it's almost exact. These are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. What if it's figurative stone? I mean, that would be a little bit dumb to go figurative stone if... More like a kidney stone. A 1 pound kidney stone. That's rough. Unless it's not exact. But this is so far from a pound, right? That's far enough that it's not even close. There's metal and bone. Gold, iron. Gold, wood, gemstone. Stone and gold. I mean, this is... It's got some stone in it, but this just doesn't look right. Clay painted to look like bone. This is just a big gemstone thing. An iron. Glass. Glass with a liquid. I'm just checking the bottles to see if it is actually a bottle. Am I? Green marble and iron. Wood. Oh no, this is the withered flesh, grum. Okay, this is the other thing they were talking about earlier. This is a pot plant. Am I? I mean, this is iron, it's not stone. I feel like the important parts about that thing is stone, and it weighs a pound, right? Like they specifically say it's stone items. It's in bold. I wonder why they've got the word truth. Something placed on the chest of someone. I don't think it was this thing, right? Specifically not stone. Am I? There's nothing stone about that thing. It's just solid bronze. It's a solid bronze. Wasn't this one? I mean, unless it is this. Did I try this thing, or did I decide it's too? Oh. I think I assumed because they had the blood and whatever, maybe that's a special clue. Okay. Apparently that was just a red herring. Because the blood patterns is the most visible thing about this, right? Daedalus link, why does it sound familiar? It's a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is so extremely fragile, however, so it's prudent not to take risks. It's surprisingly light in weight. Designs vary, but they might point to some facets of flight. A feather or the wings of a bird or an insect. We've got an item like that. Oh, those are leaves, not wings or feathers. Close enough. I'm probably just going to finish out this day. Temperance Parker. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. Sounds like a euphemism. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which has me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm. I'm guessing it's going to be one of the liquid things. Protection. Or Shaddic Spirit or Wandering Shroud will not be able to abide them. Make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and very primitive component. Variety of metals, though rarely precious metals. Charms of protection. I'm guessing it's gonna be like one of these. Oh, let's check the other book. Naming a kid Temperance would be setting it up for failure. Yeah, I feel like that's a rough name. But I'm assuming back in the day, right, you name your daughters Temperance and Prudence and Chastity before it got turned to a different name. Protection, right? So we've got the two, like, squares overlapping. That thing. Cool and smooth. It's bronze. Oh, I expected an amulet. Sense of crackling energy. Okay. Seems bigger than I thought. Oh, not. But it's got the protection. It's got protection on it. Huh. Do those look like the squares overlapping, but there's 3 of them? Instead of just the 2. What am I looking for again? Oh, fuck. Shield shot. The symbology. I mean, that's the closest other one I saw. Nothing else is anything close to protection runes on it, right? But is that actually the protection runes, or is it just a pattern? Oh shit. Oh shit. A growing fear deep within me, I cannot let it take hold. Can I? Oh, there's no like restarting the day or something. Spirituality, rebirth. Man, I'm confused. The only things that have these are the protection runes. Right? Those, the square and the square that overlaps in the corner. This thing sort of has it as well there, so I thought it might be this. Nothing about this strikes me as protection. And every time I zoom out of an item, I just hear the sound in my right ear. Makes me think there's someone at my door. I'm confused. This does not seem like it's protecting at all. And this bat, you know, fine, it's made out of iron, it's got some gemstones. Okay, something with sound. Man, I'm confused. Generic charms of protection. A small effect, the spirit or shroud will not be able to bind them. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of metals, though rarely precious. I mean, rarely doesn't mean never. This is no, like, symbols on it. That's sort of squares, right? But I mean, made out of metal. And it's got this eye thing on it. Oh, I hate navigating this book. It is so annoying. Urine, ew. Protection. And I don't know. Do arrows not work in the book? I mean, forward and next, it works, right? But it's annoying. I mean, it's nice that it sort of has your position, but going back to the beginning of the book is tedious. So now I was in the end. I click on the book. Now I have to click on it to open it. And then I'm at the end. And if I forget I'm at the end and I just go click, it closes the book again. And I click again to open it. And then I have to go all the way back to the beginning. Oh, you mean keyboard? No. WASD just moves you in the room. It's a little bit annoying. I mean, it's very annoying. It's very annoying. But fine. It's incredibly annoying. Because you can't just go to the page you want, right? And it remembers where you were in the book. Oh, if you close the book while it's open, it saves it open. Oh. Yeah, all it needs is just a few tabs. So I can just go to where I want rather than go through the entire book. But okay, so not closing the book, right? Not doing that. No, not doing that. Makes it slightly more useful. This is made from metals. Heart feels lighter. But nothing about this screams protect or shield charm. Generic charms of protection. But the fact that they mention their symbology, right? Protection is a keyword. Symbology, entire paragraph sort of over here where they talk about the symbology. We have a book about symbology. And this is the only protection in it. I wonder if we're going to have to find something that's imbued with urine. Blessings. Oh, fuck. Imagine you're this person shopping. You see this dude's just scurrying around, but he has no fucking... Oh! Fuck. It's this one. It's this one. It's this one. I don't know why. I think the bone. I think the bone throws me off because I think this is not a metal charm. Because I look at it and I'm like, okay, there's fangs or tusks or bone. It's not that. But it has to be that. Phew. Okay. St. John's Anvil. Items of much in common with St. John's poppy plant of the same name. I vaguely remember St. John's poppy. And I'm guessing it's from the first game. This plant helps to overcome deafness. An anvil will dampen the sound. You may tune to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. I mean, is it the bad thing? Bad thing's the only one that has something to do with sound. Okay, we're just finishing this day and hoping I don't fucking die. Hey, we've got protection carved in over here. Someone wanted to show you Hugh Langston. Didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Thanks, bro. Okay. Okay, the cemetery. Or church, sorry. Church, probably. That's a little foresty. There's a pond. The streets make a... Oh wait, he's not going to draw it exactly like the... It's probably going to be one of... Is that the only church? High Green Church. over there. And there's a pond. And the road doesn't look exactly like that, but how precise is he drawing? But okay, so that's one church. Well, that's the convent. Oh, the convent's... Never mind. And the mid-church, 28, over here. Doesn't really... Road splits there. Got some road there, it keeps going straight. There's a pond, there's a shed, it's this one. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. Shed's actually a wooden summer house that looks over the pond, but it has me use some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I found looking on a rear, past the ivy been torn away recently with an amulet hanging from the rusted nail. Something else catches my eyes. I reach for it and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it. Oh, 2 pendants. Nice. Cool. We're still one mistake away from, I think, fading the day. Oh no, it's Verona Green again. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from Hungerford House where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oshadic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dog. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. Don't know what to make of it. I'm gonna take a trip to Gliston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. First, I would like a vesiger, whatever this is. We don't want it spreading. They should be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Oh shit, am I supposed to put the candle down? Does it work when I hold it? Maybe it takes time. Did that flame change color over the central stone, or is that my imagination? Oh, I'm guessing it's this one. How does the cat react? Cat doesn't like it at all. No candle for cat. Yay. Moonstone Guardian for the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Oh, it's that weird hand thing. You thought she would put it out? I mean, that's better than the alternative of you accidentally set your cat on fire. Okay, I'm gonna end day, and then that is gonna be the end of my day. This is a cool game. It's just as cool as the previous one. I like the map more in this one, I think. I think the previous one had people just spamming the map and just traveling around without the clues, where I like getting the clue and then go doing the thing. Is there a watching story? Yeah, the whole thing goes to the end, and then there's like 8 endings or 9 endings or whatever, depending on decisions you made. I can just drag it onto that little icon. That's nice. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep playing. I'm very curious. So far, the only decision we've made, right, that could affect the story is which necklace, which amulet thing that we give to that lady as a booby trap for her thieving friend. Oh, you meant with the first game? I don't think so. I don't think you needed to have played the first game. Oh, I missed the follow. Thank you so much. That's 18 minutes ago. I think I broke my notification. I need to fix it. I was saying, oh yeah, I don't think so. I can't remember the story of the first one actually. Wasn't there like a werewolf or a witch or a demon or something like that in the forest killing people? Something like that. I'm guessing this one's going to be something different. Something with the ravens sucking up people's souls or whatever. But it's cool, I like it. It's so calming. 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground exploring the tunnels below Kirkhead Tower, where they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Oh no. Okay, so this is how many days there are, right? We're only on day 3, so oh, I haven't even been playing for like 2.5 hours. 2 hours, basically. I thought the game was only like 6 hours long. Maybe it's a little bit longer. Oh, it's probably 6 hours long if you don't get distracted and not pay attention. It's a key. After a disagreement between 2 houses, I was buried behind lock and key, but lock is spelled like a surname. So I'm guessing there's a place. I'm just curious. We're not going to do it now, but lock house. Is there something key? Not really. Okay, but so behind could mean anything, right? It could be any side. I'd guess that one, but key in this case. Oh, it's Keystone Manor. Oh, I didn't see key. Behind lock and key. So behind both of them, but what's behind both of them? Could be over here, could be over there. But yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it next time. Oh. That was fancy. I'm just skipping through songs, which I shouldn't do because this is the end. Let's go make something to eat. But okay, thank you so much for hanging out. We are very close to the weekend. I think, yeah, it is Thursday. Don't like that song. Yeah, sorry, got distracted. But yeah, hope everyone's rest of the week goes okay, Walrus. Hope things go better. Hope you find some time to chill. Not Netflix and chill, Silk Song and chill. Almost done with work? Nice. Except you're done with today's work, right? You're not done with all the work. But I hope you get a chunk of time to go run around as the red-dressed bug lady. Go stab things with your sword. I'm still playing Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Man, I hate game names with a colon and a blah blah blah. But it's still pretty good. Still very good. I still only have the two main complaints for me in the game is just the camera making it that I can't play for more than like 30 minutes or so. I've just been consistently nauseous this entire week because I want to play that game. And the sound being so weird, which I don't understand how that didn't get picked up because for me, it's unplayable. Okay, I'm still playing it, so it's not unplayable, but it's very annoying every now and then just having these booming voices and then suddenly they're quiet again. Other than that, very good. I feel like the direct comparison for a recent game probably has to be like Avowed, right? Because it's not it's gonna get compared with Skyrim, just like Avowed got compared with Skyrim, but it's not a Skyrim, right? It's a smaller scope. But it's decent. I like the vibes of it. This weird, cool song in the menu is really cool. I like the whole Celtic stuff. I like King Arthur stuff. And it's not the most advanced, like, role-playing stats and things, but there's stats and stuff, there's items. And what I like a lot more about it than I liked about Avowed, my big complaint with Avowed was the itemization was boring. I think I talked about it. I think I said let's say you're a two-handed sword guy, and if you keep your weapon upgraded to like your level, like as soon as you find stuff, you upgrade it. If you do that, you're never going to find a better sword than your sword, except for 2 or 3 like unique items in the game. But except for that, you will literally never find a better sword. You will literally never find better bow or whatever, unless you find some unique item that fits the way you want to play. But with Tainted Grail, there's a lot more itemization, a lot more, ooh, this weapon spawned with a plus 20% damage, this one spawned with a, I don't know, plus 10% chance to stun. And I don't know if the items are randomized or if they just feel like they're randomized because I've only done the one playthrough so far. I've started with 3 characters, but I've only played really with one of them. But it's nice walking around, seeing like a little alley behind something, and there's a hole in the wall, and crawling underneath the hole, and there's a chest, and you open the chest and you get a cooler axe than the axe you currently have. It's very nice. I'm guessing I'm gonna have some other complaints when I play further through the game, like the stats and things don't make much sense. It's a little bit annoying, but I am enjoying it. I just wish I could enjoy it for longer without getting so annoyed at the camera and wanting to just throw up. But if a game makes me literally want to throw up and I still think it's fun, then yay. And it was on sale the other day, so it wasn't even that pricey. But I hope they did well. I hope they achieved success and they make more. And they can sort of increase the scope and things slightly. And a lot of side quests and things, and it doesn't just feel like fetch quests. I mean, most quests end up being fetch quests and delivery quests, right? Sometimes you deliver a package, sometimes you deliver an axe blow to the head. But yeah, cool. Very, very, very much enjoying it. It's the most I've been into a game in a while. Ugh. It just sucks that I can't play it for too long, and I'm not getting used to it. I said the other day I think I'm getting to the point where I can almost play an hour, but I think I've capped out at like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on how nauseous I want to be. And I think it depends whether I'm just running around outside or whether I'm going into dungeons. Because when you go into the dungeon, the camera just gets 20 times worse. With this stupid vignetting they had around the edges. I don't know what they're thinking. But yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. And I don't have anything else interesting to say about anything, so I'm going to go now. Maybe I'll have some food, and maybe I'll play a little bit more Tainted Grail. But I'm very excited to keep playing, whatever the hell this game was called. Oh, Strange Antiquities. That was fun. But okay, have a good night, have a good rest of the week. I will try to be back tomorrow, but no promises. Cheerio. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.